carries unanimously. Our presentations tonight are for new business recognitions. Our first one is for Jet's Pizza. Are you here this evening? No, we'll if he comes later, we can recognize him. Supercuts, are they here? Welcome.
Welcome.
It's nice to see
Thank
you
you
again.
so much for having me.
This is a time we would like to welcome new businesses to town, introduce you to the council, and give you a minute to tell about your business.
Sure. Thank you. My name is Jason Brown, and like I said, I'm the owner of the brand new Supercuts, and we're located in the public shopping center right across the street from Sun Valley High School, and we offer haircuts for men, women, and children. Right now, we're doing our grand opening sale right now on haircuts. We're doing them for $8.99. In about 60 days, we're going to begin offering color services as well. And I would just like to thank the community for being so welcoming, and we thank everyone for their business, and definitely appreciate you having us here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And as a token of welcome, we have a plaque we'd like to present to you on behalf of the council, the staff, and the residents of Indian Trail.
Thank you so much.
Wishing you best of luck. And then, That brings us to presentation B, which is the Veterans Memorial Garden update. Patrick, I'm going to yield the floor to you, sir.
I did share with council via email these sets of plans. Simply, these are detailed plans that we do for any future projects if it was done in-house. Simply, we took these plans and we submitted them to a couple of contractors. We did receive a proposal from a contractor. You're looking at here in detail with how we showed the foundation plans. And then a cross-section using the same brick that matches the brick for the building. And that hopefully, this is how we want it to be built. It's to the nearest, I would say, 1/8 of an inch. What we're trying to do is we're trying not to make any mistakes out there, because this is the veterans that we want to have in our town. Kind of gives you different cross sections and how we're sloping the pad and what we're doing out there, and we're trying to put something that will last us for many, many years. And this is just the elevation view at the bottom one that shows you where all the names are going to be. And we came to a conclusion that we will have the veteran's name, the year he enlisted, and the branch. This is the type of information that we will have in there. And there will be separate flags. Every time we reach a number of 10 or 12, we'll take that flag, which is made out of granite with engraved writing in it, and we'll take it and paste it. So as the demand, we continue pasting all the way around the Veterans Memorial. And these are the details. This is I've shared with council in the past the part that's going to take the longest, this is a precast stone. And this is a different fabricators, and as you see, they're very detailed. We just want to make sure that they get it right. And then at the bottom, you can see the POW monument that you will see as you approach the Veterans Memorial. And this is the brickwork. We kind of separated the brick piers from the rest of the prefabricated stuff. And this kind of gives you an idea about all the balusters around and the brick. And you can see on the left-hand side how detailed they are, so we won't make any mistakes out of it. And you can see the pieces, they're cut to the nearest inch, and they deliver to us, and the contractor will put them together and seal the entire circle, the 2 circles. And here's this one right here, it shows the expansion joints for the concrete pad all the way around the memorial. And the reason why we do that is to make sure that the concrete, when it contracts and expand, it will not crack. So this jointing plan has to be done in order to prevent any cracking in the concrete. This is the lighting plan, and as you can see, the lighting that leads you to the memorial. And the first thing you see is the POW memorial, and then around, excuse me, around the plaques, we do have two different lights. One, the circular one, will be shining on, excuse me, historical information, and the other ones will be shining on the names. And you could see where we placed the benches. The design mainly was done this way so that you could walk around the memorial and sit on the bench. You will not see any lights shining in your eye. You will also only see rays going on the ground and around, but if you sit on that bench, you should not be facing any bulbs or any lights. And that gives you an idea of what we're planning to do for the flagpoles. And we did meet with the lighting contractor. We were satisfied with the design. And the good news is that Adam got two discounts, one from the brick and the precast contractor, and another one from the lighting contractor, just because it's our veteran memorial. So, any question in regard to the memorial? And the last item I would like to update is we continue to receive donations, so that donation is going up, and periodically I will go ahead and share a lump sum with council, maybe every 2 weeks or every 4 weeks. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you, sir.
That brings us to the public comment portion of our meeting. Thank you for I will open them. Thank you for your interest in participating in the public comments portion of today's regular meeting of the Indian Trail Town Council. Please be aware that these meetings are recorded and can be heard by anyone through the internet. Comments are to be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. You may not give your 3 minutes to another speaker to increase that person's allotted time. Comments are to be directed to the entire council as a whole and not individuals. Citizens will be expected to be civil in their language and presentation and act within reasonable standards of courtesy. We ask the audience as well as the speakers to maintain order and decorum in your conduct throughout the public comment period. That being said, you may not engage in slander, name-calling, personal attacks, or threatening or otherwise aggressive speech or behavior that I or the council reasonably believe will imminently result in a disruption of the meeting. Finally, we ask you a simple favor. If you have a grievance, concern, or complaint relating to a specific town employee, we respectfully request that prior to airing that grievance before public comments, you first contact the town manager, the town attorney, or one of us on council with your concern. We respect your right to be heard, and we ask you to respect the town employee's rights to a fair hearing to your grievance. When I call your name, please step to the podium. Once you state your name, your 3 minutes will begin. Ms. Kathy Higgins.
Michael, as I come up to the podium, can I just say something?
Yes, ma'am.
It really concerns me that the directive for public comments has gotten longer than the actual public comments because of just a few people in our town. I may not have been here a lot recently, but I was here back in the day. And I'm like deja vu all over again. So I just had to say that since I'm here. Thank you for letting me do that. Oh, now I'll start. Kathy Higgins, 3004 Clover Hill Road, Sheridan Subdivision. I'd like to thank you all for working so hard to protect the health, safety, and welfare of residents of Indian Trail. That's why I'm here tonight, to encourage you to approve the dust control ordinance because it is a health issue affecting the air we breathe. First, my research showed me we are not alone in trying to improve our town's air quality in and around construction sites. Other cities also call it a dust control ordinance, but it should be called a dirt control ordinance because dirt is what we are breathing into our lungs, tasting in our mouths, and trying to rub out of our eyes. This ordinance was drafted after I received the following email from our town's engineering department, quote, "The town has received a large number of complaints about the dust control since the beginning of the heritage site from residents in both Sheridan and Taylor Glen communities. The town has been responsive to all complaints and has communicated all complaints to the developer of the heritage site. Moving forward, the town asks that all complaints or claims be sent to each community's HOA and then sent to the developer, unquote. If the heritage developer is not listening to the town, they are not going to listen to our HOAs, but they'll listen to you. They'll have to after you approve this ordinance. Lastly, I ask you to please take a note for future reference. Should Coulter Land Partners or any employee involved with the Heritage Project who has authority over building practices request permission to build again in our town, tell them no. Twice, they have arrogantly refused our town's direct requests to mitigate issues affecting our residents, and twice, those issues have had to be brought to you, the council, for resolution. So please tell them no again and approve this ordinance. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Higgins. At this time, I will close the public comments portion and open up the council feedback. Any council? Members wish to speak? No. Okay, I will close the feedback section. That brings us to the law enforcement update. Captain Coble. As you're walking up there, I'd just like to thank you for all you did with the National Night Out and all your men and women that work with you. Thank you very
So
much.
I did nothing with the National Night Out.
That's why I didn't see you, huh?
I was at the Outer Banks carrying it. I took the National Week out. Yeah, I know those guys did a great job, but I knew that they would, so I felt good about leaving. But it was the first National Night Out that I missed in a long time. Hated to miss it. Even my daughter looked at me and said, "I can't believe you're not going to National Night Out." And I'm like, "Well, we're driving across the state headed back. I don't think we're going to make it." But from all the pictures and from all the talk from our guys that were there, it sounded like it was a good event. That was on my list. I wanted to tell everybody we appreciate them coming out that night. And I do think that our guys have just as much fun as the kids that get dunked in the dunking room. I know I did last year whenever I got to go swimming for a little bit. So maybe next year we'll get there for in the dunking room. But no, seriously, we had a good time out there. But Malcolm Murray worked with some of the town staff and Sandy Shaw, and they did a real good job on it. So I thought everything looked like it did well. Don't have a whole lot to give you guys tonight, except we've had another spree of car break-ins, so I'll give the same old. Lock your car doors, take your guns out of your cars, take your computers out of your cars, get your kids out of your cars, get everything out of the cars and lock them up whenever you go inside. You know, it doesn't mean that we hear a lot of people say, "Well, I don't want to lock the doors because I don't want to bust the window out." But I'll tell you, for the past 15 years up here or more, you know, the percentages of car windows that get broken out for people trying to get into cars, very low. 95+% of the car break-ins that we've had up here past 15, 18 years have been unlocked cars. So, you know, I think your chances are better off just to take your valuable property out into the house, lock your doors up. We did have a situation last week where we had a resident of Indian Trail in a neighboring jurisdiction in Charlotte who had her pocketbook stolen. And at the time that she was with Charlotte filing a report for that, her alarm went off at her house down here in Indian Trail. So besides the alarm activation, Charlotte called to say, "Hey, that's probably going to be a legit B&E." And so our guys went scooting to the neighborhood and got there to find the garage door half hanging off where they had broken into her house and stolen her BMW car. And instead of raising the garage door, there's a button usually they would push, and just drove out the door with a BMW car. So, you know, we've all got things that we carry in our pockets and pocketbooks and wallets and phones and everything else, but it's kind of like the garage door opener that's on the visor of the unlocked car in the driveway. That's an open door into the house if you don't lock it up. And so just be extra mindful and just continue to plug away and balancing out our remodel, and been meeting with Adam, and the town's got some good work going on for the park bathroom back there, and you know, we've got some carpet going down, and hopefully going to be putting some furniture in place at the end of this week and getting things moved in up there. So we're still plugging away at it. But any questions to me before I sit down? But I thank you for the thank you that you gave me around the carpet, even though I didn't do it.
Hope you enjoyed your National Week Out.
Thank you, guys.